So hello guys, and welcome back to another weekly Wednesday special. It is a pleasure having you guys join us for this video. Really do appreciate it, guys, you joining us all the time on these videos. It does mean the world to me, my dad, and all of D&J Projects. If I could ask one thing, I could ask you to subscribe. That would mean the world to us. We'd very much appreciate it. And why not like the video if you like this video? I'm not going to say like it, because we're going to hit a like goal. I'm just going to say like the video if you actually enjoy this video, guys. I would very much appreciate it. But yeah, it's a busy one today, guys. It is a busy one today. We're on a fencing job, and we're doing a fencing job for Virtu Volkswagen. Who remembers when I did the quotes, I took you along for a quotation at Virtu Volkswagen? Well, we won that quotation. So yeah, it's me and Ant doing a little bit of cant rail fencing. But first, we've got to load up this van. So let me get this around the front and I'll tell you what to load up what we need. So what do we need, guys? We need some 4x2s to go across the top as a brace beam. We need some camp rails, and the reason we're using camp rails is because obviously we're doing the camp rail fencing. And these are camp rails. You see how they're chamfered off? That's to let the water sit on and then drip off away from the feather edge. So we've got a few of them. We've got some 6x1 timbers. They're used as a kickboard to stop these feather edges from rotting. So they're like a rot prevention, basically. They're like the gravel boards that you use on fencing. But obviously, when you're using a timber fence, that's what you use. You can use 4x1, 3x1, even 2x1. Just something to stop these feather edges from rotting. Need around about 60 of these. And the reason we need about 60 is because it's 6 meters, give or take, guys. Give or take with that 6 meters. There is a gate in the middle of that as well, but I'm not counting that. I'm just counting it as one flush 6 meters. Reason we're having 60 is because it is 10 per meter. When we do a panel and it's 1.8 meters at 6 foot, we use 18 of these, 10 per meter. So we'll get the rest of the feather edges on now. So now we need some postcrete going on the van right there. There's our post 6. We also need some 4x4s, guys. Well, look, we've got some brown sleepers here. So we've got yellow sleepers and brown sleepers. And we've got green. I say yellow, the green, aren't they? We've got green 4x4s as well. We need these bad boys right here. So there we go, guys. We've got tools, we've got posts, we've got everything we need to start this job. Oh, no we don't. We actually need the Paslo. So let me get that, and then we'll crack on. Ready to go. And I've also borrowed this. I say borrowed it, it's for work. This is the little spacer that we're going to be using. Got to make sure this one comes back in top condition, because this is my dad's OG. This is the original, guys. This is the original one that my dad started making fence panels, I think 9-10 years ago. You might correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I'm right. So got to make sure this one comes back in good nick. With that said, let's get to the job. So then, guys, here we are. We are at Virtu Volkswagen, and who remembers this fence? I did a little quotation on this one saying it was replacing it. The gate's too big, it's too large, and it's catching on the ground right there, you see. It's definitely ready to go. As you can see right here, it is not connected. What we're going to do, we're not going to connect onto this. We're going to put a post somewhere around here, and then we're going to have rails running up to it, rails running across, and then we'll cut feather edge to what's needed to obviously fit this bit here, guys. But let me just show you in a bit more detail. So there'll be like a 6x4 gate somewhere here, guys. And then this is how they've done it before. Look, they've attached to this, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do fresh posts in the ground. We're going to have a post there, a post here, somewhere, a post here somewhere, and then a post over there. So 1, 2, 3, and then probably 4 posts, because this isn't too wide. We'll be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Some rails, some feather edge boards running down right here, guys. They're going to be around about same height, 6'6". This is about 6'6" now. Obviously, we've got to get it down. So we'll get this bit down with the magic fingers. And now that's all gone. What we found, mate? Pentagon. Yeah, there was a parcel shelf. Yeah, that's what they're called, just sitting here. So someone's missing that from one of the golfs. Is this bit now, guys? This gate's just massive, ain't it? I said 1 per metre, didn't I, guys? So what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, 1.6 metres that is. And I know I just said 1 per metre, I meant 10 per metre, but we've got 16, so that's almost at 6 foot. It's a little bit too big, doesn't need to be that big, because all it's got to do is get this biffer bin through. It only has to go through sideways, so it's around about 3-4 foot. We're probably going to go with a 6x4. Look at this is ready to come out as well. Absolutely crazy. This is still like that, so let's get this bit out as well. So there we go, guys. What we've got behind here, crazy. Oh, brake pad. Nice little brake pad. But look at this post. Well, for starters, guys, look at this gate. Yeah, I can see why they've done this. It's a little bit strange, because obviously that means that they have to miss this. I can see why they put 4 hinges on, because obviously it's a big gate. Looking at that gate, they should both be running up. Like a universal gate. I think this gate's universal because the beams are running it the wrong way. Like we always say, guys, if your beams run that way, you hang from this side. But obviously this bottom beam is running up. That's probably why it's probably fell as well. No support towards the bottom. But then look at the post. What's that in? 6 inches, 8 inches. It's not in the ground a lot, is it, guys? We're going to go for a good 2 foot when we put our post in. But what we're thinking of doing, guys, rather than follow where they've gone before, because it doesn't necessarily have to be in the same line, we're going to go up straight next to this curb, somewhere around about here, and then again, like I said, mentioned, put rails running across, and then rails running up to this. And then we're running in a straight line from this curb edge here. We've got a string line, and then we're going to have a post somewhere around here, because this is a 6 before, and then a post in the middle. We are going to put an extra supporting post, and then a post at the end, guys. So that's the plan. I think first, though, we need to cut a nice little square right here using the steel saw and using the water suppressant, ready for our first hole. So it's a matter of just digging holes. So this one we'll do with the magic fingers. This will be the third time lucky with these fingers. There's the magic fingers again. There's our hole, load of spoil. We're not going to put this post in first. We're actually going to put this post in first because this ground's relatively level, so this is going to be like our marker of the level. This one here, going to level this one off once this one's in. It will all make sense when we've got this hole, so let's get this hole sort of done. Going to use that, and then we're going to use the breaker because it's a little bit hard, and we'll get another hole somewhere around about there. And there we have another one, pretty much, guys. Got a proper bucket full of spoil right there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to grab the tape. We're going to measure that biffer bin right there, because that is the key of this job. Grab the tape, measure the biffer bin, make sure that that bin can go through this gate that we're about to obviously make the opening for. And then we'll start and crack on with another hole somewhere around out there. Got 3 to 4 foot in our head. Yeah, let's measure it now. So we need a little bit off either side, don't we, guys? So if I do that so you don't catch your hands, and then Ant does it so it don't catch your hands.
45 inches.
45, so we've got 3 foot, 4 foot's over there. So 4 foot gap would probably be overkill. We don't need to make it that big. Like Ant says, around about 45 inches from post to post is a big enough gap. Let's mark that out and start digging that next hole. We're getting there, guys. It's a little bit tough, but we're using a breaker. We're getting it done. So then, guys, breaker's done with on this one, we believe. We've got this big bar out again. Just got to be careful, because obviously this bar can go through pipes, electric. Just got to be a bit careful with it. But I believe we'll be okay.
It's not a laughing matter, man.
No, we don't want to go through it. Who remembers when Taff went through that one? We had to get National Grid out, I think it was, or something like that. It was funny, but not funny. But no, Taff. You see, to all agree in the comments that it was Taff that reversed into something in the van. Some of you said, oh, you're only saying it because he can't defend himself. He might have been. But no, it's all fun and games, guys. Do appreciate everyone making comments in the comment section. It is really what it's all about, really. Without you comments, or without you commenting, should I say, we probably wouldn't even do the videos, in all honesty. So make sure you do comment, guys, because if they ever stop, we'll probably stop ourselves, in all honesty. But, so when you hear me say I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys commenting, I mean it, guys. Puts a smile on my face, my dad's face, even Ant's face when he's reading the comments. It really is good, guys. So we do appreciate it. Yeah, I just thought I'd say that. But this one, it's getting there, guys. We're getting nice and deep. Remember, there's going to be a support beam running across the top of this one. So this one's going to be 6'6". So the majority of people can still get under it, no pressure. 45 inches wide is what we're going with, that's actually a little bit over 45. So that's always a bonus. Better to be a bit more than a bit less. More spoil is coming on. But yeah, it's coming along, this one, guys. We've got that hole to finish. Then we've got another hole and then one more hole. So we're probably going to get these next two holes. Don't really want to bore you with the same stuff, guys. So we'll say that one's finished and we'll get two more right here. And there we have two more holes. So what we've got, guys, we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, we've got 4, we've got 5. We've got 5 holes running in a relatively straight line. We are going to use maybe a string line to get the line perfect, or we're going to use the laser eyes to get it perfectly in line. This is probably as far as I would say ever. Just judge it with eye length. It's pretty good to judge and quite easy to judge, but we do have the string line right there as well, guys. But I think first one we're going to do this. I'm going to do it around about 6'6", because again, there's going to be a beam on top. So once we get this one in, we'll catch back up, guys, and we'll explain what we've done. All go here. It is just crazy. This is a very, very busy Volkswagen garage. But we've got this bad boy in, sitting lovely and strong now. We've just put this one in as well. Reason we haven't filmed is because there's no room. There's no room. But we've levelled this off, lovely and level. I'm a little bit concerned because you get this level and it says it's slightly off, but you look at the level behind and it's level. So we're a little bit concerned about that, aren't we, mate? But I'm not sure if it's this one or that one, but I've got this one because I've got bigger expansers and I needed a bigger level. But it is what it is. We're going to make it work. Like I say, from here, it looks perfectly level. That's always a good sign. But like I say, it is what it is. We're going to make it work. Now it's time to get this post in here and we need to make sure it's all square. So that's where that level will come in handy. And this is what we'll do. So we was going to eyeball it, guys, but we thought, you know what, why eyeball it? We've got the string line, so we've tied the line on right there, made sure it's sitting just on, made sure it's sitting just on this one as well. We'll do the exact same with those two down there. It says it's sitting lovely and level, and that's the reason I bought the big level, because I knew the gate was quite wide. But there'll be camp rail running across underneath this metal, camp rail running across over there. We'll just take those timbers off there, and then we'll put feather edge up to that, a 6B1 up to that, 6B1 feather edge all the way down there, guys. But it's these two posts here now, so I think what we'll do, we'll get these ones in with the magic fingers. And there we have two more posts sitting pretty. Sitting level, guys. We're happy with this. We're level across all posts. It seems to be good. It's a little bit taller up this side because obviously the ground naturally steps down a little bit. I wonder how tall it is actually up this side. Let's find out. It's around about 79, 80 inches that. So that's a little bit taller than 6'6" now. We're going up to near the 7 foot. So I'm not sure if I'm just going to naturally step it down a little bit like this camp rail is here, guys. That's what I'm leaning to at the minute. So if I do need to do that, I'll just need to nip off a couple bits of those tops of those posts. But this is the idea, the presence of it. That there will run to the edge of the post there. It will go up again. They're all overhanging. They're only overhanging around about a foot, so we can get away with that. Same that side right there. Just makes it easier when you're digging the post. And of course, when we saw this here, we thought, well, surely pipes or wires or something are going to run straight. Let's just go to the right of it, guys. We don't want no taffs, do we, guys? But that'll go to the edge. This one has been marked. That'll go all the way up. That'll go to the edge of this post right here. And it's just marked out a few 4-inch spacers. Reason we're making 4-inch spacers, guys, is because obviously camp rail is going to sit on here and it's going to bring it out here. And that's what you sit your feather edge on. So we can't just push that flush against that. Otherwise, that's just going to run past it, the feather edge. So we need to put one of those offcuts here screwed into that, and then this onto that. That means that this sticks out 1 inch right there to the camp rail. That means the feather edge board can sit straight onto it, and then you can do your natural step down, guys, like with that there. So we'll probably need to nip a little bit off that, a little bit off that, a little bit off that, a little bit of that. We'll probably go with a brace beam across for the gate just to make it nice and strong. That's probably the only one that will do the brace beam. Sometimes this is what happens, guys. You customize and you go along with the flow on the job. You come in with an idea and then you realize, you know what, that's going to make it look too tall up here. Maybe we'll customize it. Again, not quite sure, but this is what we're doing, guys. So we'll get those bits cut now and we'll put the 6B1 on. Oh, if you're going to do this, guys, probably put your knee pads in. A little bit rough. Because I know you'll be in the comments saying, oh, you regret it. You're right, guys, you're right.
Well, when you get to my age, you will.
Yeah, guess in the comments how old is Ant, hasn't he? He's only grey when he don't have an haircut. When he's had an haircut, he's not grey no more. Be kind. But that's pretty much the principle of it, guys. You've got the 4x2 behind, you've got the 6x1 on top. Don't worry about seeing this because you're not going to see it, because we're going to put a feather edge running down it, so it's going to cap it off nice and neat. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Then, guys, this weather is not on our side right now, but we've got a lovely brace beam right there. Gate's going to be sitting lovely across from the top. There'll be a bit of a gap down at the bottom, more this side, because ground runs down and we don't sit a gate like that. Gates have got to sit like that, so this will gradually step. But then this one, because it's a big expanse, that one's definitely going to gradually just step down. Yeah, looking good so far. We need some beams running across now, so that's what we'll do. And we'll start with this one here because it's the bigger lots, so we can use full beams and then maybe offcuts for there. And there we have it, guys. Also got these running here. What we've decided to do is run this across, and then we've put some into this right here, because what we're going to do, we're going to feather edge this across running there, but then we're going to stick some feather edge on there and there as well, so you can't see through. Obviously we won't need to here because obviously that sticks out further. But yeah, that's what we're looking like, guys. Running level. So that's running level. Did the exact same thing with that one there. Bottom one doesn't necessarily need it because it's at a different angle, so the bottom ones aren't level, they're just running with the ground. You're never going to see them because the feather edge are going to be there. They're going to be running nice and level, nice and plumb. I think it's plumb. Is it plumb, guys? I'm learning. I am trying to learn. But yeah, these are going to naturally step down. So the plan is a feather edge. These feather edges going to sit on level like that. So there'll be that little sort of kick up there, but they'll be sitting on level. And then when they get, say, to the edge here, guys, and they're sitting flush with the edges, of course there is going to be a feather edge running across there, but when they get to there, that's where it's going to be. Then the gate is going to step down slightly. Of course the gate will run nice and straight, but then these ones here, they're going to be slightly lower, so the gate will run, it'll run to there, gate will step a tad, and then this one will step a tad. So hopefully it's got the effect of running slightly down all the way, and then these will just slightly go all the way again. We've cut these posts now so you can't see them right there, guys. Just need a bit of stain on them now, so they'll sit just above, not too crazy, so the wind can't damage these. That's how we want it, guys. And then we'll sit them running all the way there. It's gonna look good, this one. It's gonna look very nice. It's Paslow time. Just need to get a few bits and bobs together. It's bloody mayhem around here, guys. Absolutely mayhem. Crazy. But at least we've got our eye visors on, staying safe. But yeah, this is what we'll be using. No hammer, no nails on this one, guys. This is what we're using. I say Paslow, I don't even know if it is. It's just a raw plug one. But yeah, they're the nails that we use as well. Quite good. But we're going to have a tidy up and then we'll start cracking on. So then, guys, we've done a little bit of camp rail, as you can see. Let me just show you and explain what we've been doing. 6 foot feather edges, all running nice and level. Running down like there. And there's that natural step, guys. Tiny. Oh, bit of treatment on there. Don't think we're going to miss that, guys. Reason we've put this on, I know some of you are going to ask, how come you've put that there but not across there? This is a support beam because this gate is massive. Remember, guys, this gate is as big as that because we need this to get through. That's the biggest item that gets through here, and that is specifically why we're doing this fence install, so that can get through the new gate. So that's why we've put this brace beam bar on top, ran it nice and flush with them. Obviously, this gate's going to drop to around about there. Remember what I said? And then when this one sits here, gate will be there, feather edge will be there. That's the plan. Coming along nice. What we're going to do with this one, we're going to get a 7 foot feather edge board, and it'll just show you. So the 7 foot feather edge will sit flush with that, so it'll wrap around nice. Of course, this is a 6 foot, so it's not obviously long enough. But if Ant just drops this down and gets it pretty much level, guys, that's pretty much what it's going to run like. But we're going to get it made to this bit here. We don't want it overlapping here, because when I take the measurement for the gate, I don't want this to mess up the gate. So I'm going to get one stripped to this distance. Obviously, it'll be the same distance down there, and then we'll tap that into there, into the base bar, and then go from there, guys. But again, covering it nicely. It's pretty much the same principle down this one. So let's talk, more action, let's crack on. Oh, come on, guys. That is looking not too shabby indeed. Same principle this side. Get a 7 foot board and obviously cover from sort of, yeah, from top down to the bottom. Oh, I forgot to mention, you see these guys? We've got a drop crossing on Thursday, so we're actually filling these in with tarmac. We're not filling them in with rubbish. We're going to fill them in a little bit of hardcore because we've got hardcore in a bucket. It doesn't need to be 6 inches of tarmac, does it, guys? That's just a waste of money. When we have got all of this hardcore in here, so obviously from the front you can't see them, or a little bit this side here, but obviously it's all going to be filled in anyway. Not looking too shabby, guys. Me and Ant are just getting the measurements for this one now, and then we'll get them all nailed in. You can see why we've done it, because obviously the boards will be there, but you'll be able to see through there, so we're going to cover that gap nicely and neatly. It's coming along nice. Happy with that, guys? This is what it's looking like. Not too shabby indeed. Jamie's got the gate measurement nice and big to get the biffa bin through. Tarmac on Thursday in these gaps. Chuck some hardcore down there. Haven't really messed around with these. We'll just get some tarmac in there as well, because obviously that's where the old post was. But yeah, not too shabby indeed, guys. Obviously we'll get this gate on. Obviously it's got its brace beam for the support. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this one so far, guys. Would be one day's job, but we didn't get to this job till stupid late because I had deliveries and stuff to do. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but this definitely would have been a one-day job for these guys at Virtu Volkswagen. But can you see it? Just. It ain't looking too shabby, guys. I'm definitely gonna show you the updated sort of job when the gating that is on, and I am showing you in this video. You haven't got to wait until Sunday, so I'll film a little bit tomorrow being Tuesday, and I'll have to edit it together before obviously I upload it. But it is what it is, guys. I'm dedicated to the cause. But from me and Asne, that is it for today. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow to finish this job. So hello, guys, we are back. The gate is here. Jamie has made this gate. You remember what I was saying yesterday about the brace beams going up in line? The other one went down and then down like that, so I'm believing it was a universal gate. This one is being hung from there and there, and it is hanging off this side right here. Everything's feeling solid. Of course, we've got that brace bar up top anyway. Hinges time. That's the hinges, sitting pretty. And we need to get this beast hanging up there.
It fits in the gap anyway.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Back in. Yep. Back in.
Turn. It's big.
Yeah?
Can do with that. Coming back this way.
Yeah, can do that.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'll take the weight.
You ready? Got weight?
Yeah.
To me? To me, Ted?
Yeah, that's nice. Nice even gap all the way. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Look how it looks like from front.
Yeah, let me just put the second one in.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
That line looked perfect with that.
Does it? Looks good. Does it look good though?
Yeah. Obviously it's going down, isn't it?
Yeah. Always said it can step there and then be slightly above, which it is, and then step again. Yeah, man. Hang on, especially when these bits are on.
Yeah.
Oh, nice guys, wrap it with that. Put the rest of these screws in. Remember, if you're hanging the gate, don't put all the screws in, because you might have to adjust.
Is the hammer still in the box?
Yeah. Opens all the way, guys. You can see the gap there. Doesn't catch. Closes. Everything still feels nice and strong. Yeah, good to go. To show you from this side. Yeah, so we've got it running naturally with the ground. And again, guys, run a gate straight, never run it at an angle. And then a gradual run down. Running nice, drops down how we said it was. It's slightly above there like we said it was. And then that runs across. But yeah, it's going to look good, especially when these bits are on as well, which we're about to do right now. This is the first one going on now. And there we have that one, guys. We've also put this one in here, look. Nailed into there, nailed into the feather edge at the same time, and then gone into the beams. Nice and secure. If Ant closes it to where the gate will naturally close, it's right there, guys. And then we've also got clappers to go here so that doesn't push past where it's supposed to go. But yeah, that's finished it off quite nicely indeed. I think we'll do Suffolk latch next, so it's actually got some support and it's just holding on to this now. Obviously it'll be going around here somewhere. I'm wondering, this is a Suffolk latch. We'll put the Suffolk latch on there now. I don't know if they'll ever use that, guys, but it's there just in case, right? Obviously we'll leave it undone, but they can get to it because there is a door up there. But yeah, that is it. That is it, that side. And of course, guys, as with all D&J Projects installs, it locks itself. But there's no entry sign on as well. 3.5 that way, 3.5 that way. Centered it. Looks pretty good, guys. But that is pretty much it from this job right here, guys. I'm going to get that Mini shifted so I can show you in full, so we can take some pictures. Because remember, guys, there's no point doing the job if you can't advertise the job. If you want people to know that D&J Projects have done this one, I believe we'll try and get a, what they call, like a sign basically, to put up here, because as I mentioned earlier in the video, it is manic here. It is always busy, so if we can get a sign on this to say that D&J Projects have done this, give us a call if you fancy something the same. Always got to be advertising, right? But yeah, let me get this Mini shifted and I'll show you what it looks like. So then guys, you've just saw on screen a couple pictures of the Virtu Volkswagen job fully completed. Well, I say fully completed. There's a little bit of tarmacking that needs to go on there now, and that is being done on Thursday, I believe, when we have done a drop crossing, or when we've got tarmac for someone who is doing a drop crossing. I'm not sure how that's working. My mum and dad just said there's a drop crossing on Thursday. So yeah, tarmac is going to be done on Thursday. Virtu Volkswagen know about that. They all seem happy. Not that anyone came out really and mentioned anything, but they all seem happy with the fence. That's the main thing, right? And the biffer bin goes through the gate. That was pretty much the only reason we was changing that fence, just to get it a bit secure, but the biffer bin had to go through the gate, and it does. It's been a pleasure having you guys join me and Anne on this install. If you're brand new and you like what you saw, please like the video and definitely subscribe. Give us a chance for some future awesome content. But from me and Asna, we'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys.